My name is Eoin Shanley. I set up Copperfish in 2016. My background is in music, acting and fishing. But Copperfish was born of a restoration of an old cottage. Myself and my wife bought a 200-year-old thatched cottage and we restored that in County Leitrim, and we restored it as it was built. So we put back in the mud floors, the mud walls, Irish thatch. I found old copper pipes, oak beams and a few old bulbs and started making lights. And then people said, "Will you make me one? Will you make me one? You make me one?" And it's snowballed from there into a full-time business. I love the old timber. I love the history of the timber. I love copper. I love the bulbs. I just love making them, and I'm delighted that people like them. I don't really make them to think commercially. I make them because I love them. We have some extraordinary timber. We have timber from the original Belfast docks, laid in the 1700s. We have some of the Jara railway sleepers that came to Ireland from Australia as ballast, mainly on convict ships back then. You know, we've also, every piece of timber we have has its own story. So it comes with a little handwritten card telling you that story. I have a real love of the Jara, I have to say. It's absolute nightmare to cut. It's like cutting concrete and it's ancient. But it's an amazing colour. It's this kind of plum colour timber. I am 100% involved. I make them all. I love a new design. I do like when I come up with a new design, but I really enjoy making them. I love the timber. I mean, it's sometimes you're shouting at the stuff because it's, you know, you've cut down all this timber, the whole lot bloody falls apart or something, you can't use it. But that's what it is. It's an old, it does whatever it wants. I just, you know, timber is, a lot of it's kind of uncontrollable. And I like that. I like the fact that you get what you get and you don't get upset, as my kids say. But we've certainly been busier during the pandemic. And we're hugely grateful for people buying Irish. You know, people understand that this stuff is made by hand. And I think people appreciate it, and we are very grateful that they do.